Hi, I'm going to share an experience of implementing our digital platform, SmartProject, as a PMO for mega projects. We have executed many large projects using this platform over the last 3 to 4 years, and I'm going to explain to you how is that this platform could help mega projects in managing, monitoring and controlling their projects and keeping the owner in control of that project. So what are the roles of a PMO? It's a third eye of the owner. Essentially, it is to do with three things: monitoring the project performance parameters to help the owners take early proactive decisions, ensure the project stakeholders follow the quality management process as defined for the project. Third is capture all the documents, drawings and every communication between the stakeholders in a central system. Now, what are the challenges faced by the PMO in delivering these roles? Number one, they need to handle a large volume of data. There are a large number of resources required on site to capture these information and collate all this data to help make decisions. Bringing all stakeholders on one single system. Multiple contractors have multiple types of contracts and reporting. Finally, if there are multiple owners required, they require different varying types of reporting. So to address this, we have provided you a digital platform which unifies this information. So this digital platform or digital PMO platform helps all the stakeholders to be integrated on a single large digital workflow. Second is capture all the documents, drawings from the source, availability of all this information in real time with necessary security, availability of the project performance health status, and facility to manage the project by exception, and facility to take early corrective actions so that you can bring back the project back on track. Now, what are these project health parameters which you need to measure and keep constantly monitoring on a project? These are the schedule, the progress, cost, the deliverables of engineering, procurement, construction, risk, issues, HSE, quality, resources, interfaces and change management, and finally you need to capture all the lessons learned. Now, when you have all these information, if it's available to you in a portfolio for all the projects that you do, you could see the status of each project and then drill down to every project to get the relevant information. So this is similar to a DCS. You have all your projects on the left side, you can see its status, and then you can drill down to any project. And in all these cases, when you get into the specific project, you get to know what is the health parameters, what is the progress of the project from engineering, procurement, construction and commissioning. You see the overall S-curve of the project. You look at your Gantt chart. And more importantly, you can see which are the activities which have been completed and what are the backlogs, and also the trend analysis on the outlook for the next 3 months based on the present trend in which the project is progressing, and also your budget. Now, from this information, you can drill down to specific milestones which are not going okay, which means you essentially see, okay, this particular milestone is delayed, and what is the cause of the delay. You can go down to the last level of detail. Now, once you have this information, whether you need to drill down or not can be decided by looking at the project health card. So in this health card, you have these parameters, 10 parameters listed there. So you see a traffic light with different colors. Whatever is green means that parameter is okay. Whatever has turned yellow, which means this parameter has a slight deviation, say 5 or 10%. And then whatever has turned red, which means it requires a corrective action. So it's either critical or if it's perfectly okay. Ideally, all of these parameters should be green. Now you can assign specific responsibility to people, which means if it is yellow in color, you can assign it to a project engineer, and then if it's red, you can have the project director getting involved. So this managing by exception helps you to delegate the work and also keep a track of who has to take action. And the most important thing is all these information and these colors of these parameters are coming from different sources, which means your progress comes from the roll-up of the project deliverables. You have your safety information captured through digital forms. You have your milestones captured from the schedule. You have your data from safety, the statutory documents. All these are captured from the actual deliverables and the various data that is captured from source. Now you can also see the dashboard on your quality, which means you can have a quality tracker which tells you how many non-conformance are there and what is the status, what is the aging period, and you can get a dashboard for this. And you can also get your safety performance dashboard, also from the same integrated dashboard. So this will capture information from different sources. You can have all these dashboards. The most important thing is how is this information getting to the dashboard? So this data flow will explain this. So for the schedule and these milestones, you have your overall schedule coming from your planning softwares like P6 or Primavera, SmartProject, Pexel, or whichever application you are using for planning. And then you have your deliverables, which are the engineering deliverables, the procurement deliverables, construction, commissioning, and the cost. All this getting integrated. So you could drill down from a level 2, level 3, which is maintained in your schedule, to the deliverables, which is a level 4, level 5, which could be drilled down to the last planner, which means you actually get a to-do list for every stakeholder in a project. So with this, you know exactly what is being planned and who has to do that activity. And with this, the planned dashboard information is available. Now, based on the to-do list, the people get notified by email or the notification system, and when they do their jobs, the system captures the actuals with the evidence that is there, and that actuals are automatically updated, and the system provides you the dashboard with the actual. So wherever there is a variance, it also shows up the variance and the extent of variance, and that is how these dashboards get updated. And now, in case certain things get delayed, even though you can see it on a dashboard, you can even get a notification email to remind you or to escalate it. So this way, you are always expedited on the activities directly by the system based on the actuals. There are different sources of information. So you have the data coming from the engineering and procurement and project control coming from the head office, where people work as teams. So where you have your master deliverable list, you have your procurement list, and your risk information and cost information. And then from the field, you capture the field level data, that is the daily progress report, the HSE reports, the safety, quality, and the various logs, snags, etc. And also the construction progress in terms of the quantities, and also you can integrate with drones, or people can take pictures from site as evidence. And all this information is collated inside the Digital PMO, which is SmartProject, and also integrates with the P6 or the schedule software. It integrates with your ERP to get the cost information, the commitments that you make. And from all this information collated, it provides specific dashboards for the leadership, the project team, to your PMO team, or even to your client. So they all can have different types of information based on the data collated. You can have different dashboards which can be provided to all of them. Now, coming to safety and quality and risk, these can be captured through a digital form, which can be the exact paper-based forms that you use for various information capture. And the fields inside those forms can be from the database, or people can physically enter the data or choose from a list of value, and immediately can be sent through a workflow. When a certain resource is approved the workflow, you can produce your dashboards. So all this information is now available in a central cloud-based SaaS system, and using this data and this process, you can actually produce any kind of dashboards, any kind of reports, which will allow you to drill down to the last level of detail. So you have a last level of information available as to who is causing the delay, what is the reason for the cost escalation. Everything is captured and you can report it through these dashboards. So what is the benefit to a client by using this digital PMO is you have absolute transparency in the status of the project. You have real-time information which can be absolutely accurate because all informations are pre-loaded. So when activity gets completed, you get to know the actuals. And then being a cloud and SaaS based application, you have 24/7, 365 days availability, accessible on your mobile or on your browser on any of the browser that you use. It's extremely easy to use. So every user gets a to-do list of what activity they are supposed to do. They just do their jobs based on the to-do list, and their activity is tracked, and also the status is updated. And finally, as every organization has their own processes, it's extremely flexible to be configured to suit the processes that an organization follows. However, the system also comes up with the best practices that are followed in the industry, which can be taken and deployed out of the box. And if this needs to be changed for any specific purpose, you could do that as well. So to basically sum up, what does Wrench SmartProject do? It's called a 3C system. Number one, it provides control. Control in terms of quality, safety, document control, and also resource monitoring. Now, second is collaboration, which enables all the stakeholders to be connected on one single platform to enable them to seamlessly collaborate digitally and also work across the multiple offices, multiple partners, and also have your client, supplier, everybody integrated on the same platform for collaboration. And the third C is compliance in terms of HSC, in terms of quality, in terms of security, and also ensuring that the quality management processes are adhered to. So the digital PMO system, which is the third eye of the client, will enforce that you're able to have visibility of the project so that you can help take early decisions. It will help you to control your project by monitoring and controlling all the deliverables and also capturing all the documentation associated with this, and hence ensure that every project is delivered on time, within budget, with 100% quality. Thank you.